Well, hey, good morning. It's Aaron, Aaron, Lightbringer, whatever makes you smile. Let's hang out in the kitchen and cook for a little while. We're doing a late day breakfast because I feel like it. I like making some of those potatoes o'brien, throw some sausage in there, some eggs, a couple veggies, a little bit of garlics. I have some of the ingredients pulled already, but we're going to do that mostly together today. Here's some garlic from the last couple of days that I was cooking that had these little green babies coming out of them. We're gonna put them in the garden with the rest of the stuff. We've got some tomatoes that are growing out there. Rosemary is in a big pot. I've got mugwort. What the heck else? Lemongrass. It's growing like it's becoming a bush in the back. I might even show you. Who knows? We'll see. But these, we're gonna take our finger, stick it in the dirt. Stick this in the dirt with the green coming up because this is the leaf. This is the root. And then give it some water and some love. Let's grab some ingredients together. I already grabbed some sage out front. We have a bush that grows under our Japanese maple. Noms. It doesn't smell the greatest. It smells kind of like cat pee. So if you can get past that, cool. But sage has medicinal qualities to it. It can help you feel better. No more sick, right? All right, let's grab the taters and eggs. We have some large white cage-free eggs that we're going to be working with today. Let's move the tea to the side. That tea has some condensed milk in it. Nom nom nom, yummy sweets. I grabbed 2 bags because this one's almost gone. So let's grab some more. These are from Winco. Pretty cheap. Got taters, peppers, and onions inside of there. It's like getting your generic Walmart stuff. All right, how about some bell pepper? And some spinach. And it's time for some more produce. I'm also grabbing a hunk of feta, the whole box of it, some mixed Mexican cheese, got the spinach, a couple bell peppers we're working on this week, aged white cheddar, and also I think there might be some gouda. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the gouda in it. We'll see. I was kind of winging it. And I want to introduce you to our compost friend. This is food for food waste only. This is kind of neat. We picked it up from Clark County's compost. They do a thing. They have classes. And when we went out to the Pride Parade Saturday, they had a tent and they were talking about it, and they said you can have one of these if you commit to composting, and only the intention for them is to have you bring your compost to a composting facility. Because we already compost at home, they were totally fine with us doing it. We were using like an ice cream container. I can't find it right now. We must be clean or something, but there was like a 1 gallon ice cream tub that we were using for our compost, which is cool and all. It's convenient. And there's even, oh, it's not here. I'm so unprepared today. We use this bad boy. This was on sale at Winco one year, in their after holiday stuff for like $4, maybe $8. I don't know. Yeah, it looks. Oh, $1. My wife's corrected me. It was $1. Like this huge bowl. So we put our coffee grounds in here. Why not, right? That's soil already. Remember to wear your PPE, and today that's the apron. Apron. Apron is what my wife says because I'm Aaron. So apron. Tie it up so that you can protect yourself from splashes and just look good, you know? Mr. Good Looking Cooking. You can be Miss Good Looking, you can be whatever you are. Just be good at it. Alright, we're going to turn on some heat. I had some oil left over. I was using sesame oil and extra virgin olive oil. I'll save that for my wife later. This is not kid friendly today. Alright, the oil I used yesterday was for sweet potatoes. I'll tell you the recipe on that some other time, where I spread the oil on the sweet potatoes after cutting them in half on a baking sheet, and then adding all the herbs and spices. You can make so many different things. You can make like a dessert sweet potato. dinner sweet potato. I needed some starch. It was time. I was just like, man, I need something easy, not too heavy, not too light. Breakfast was going to be too heavy, and then a salad was something on my mind, but too light. Sometimes you just need more. That's what she said. All right, potatoes are going in. One bag down, let's throw it away. A reminder to the self, it's nice to clean up as you go so that you don't have a mess when it's all done. Doesn't always happen though. The tea today has Earl Grey, arnica, a lemon, some organic granulated sugar, gnomes, cane sugar from Winco, the bulk bins. We do a lot of bulk bins because it's so cheap. Like we got this massive quantity of thyme, right? This plus the jar that I refilled for cents. It was less than $1. 90 cents, 80 cents, 70 cents, somewhere in there. And I keep the extra spices in this lovely container. We actually picked this up on the roadside once. This is normally used in restaurants. And I eyed it because I used to work at a pizza shop. I was like, I know what that is. We could use that for our kitchen for sorting things. And we do. We use it for jars. We use it for crafts. And herbs. We've got, what is this? Curry, sesame seeds, some veggie soup mix, the thyme. We got plenty. Alright, enough with the tour. The potatoes are started. Let's add some more because that's just not enough. This is what I've got going on right now. Bam. And this is going to be another raw video. I don't do edits. I just do it. 7:07 on the timer. That's my birthday. Alright, that might be too many taters. But you know, that just means you get to put it somewhere else. Get into my curves back here. My man curves. Got booty dough. I gotta take care of the booty because my wife likes my booty and I like it when she likes my booty. It's nice to be appreciated. Get booty pats. You know what I'm talking about. Booty pats. Yeah. And I saw the ice cream in the freezer looking at me. Later. Don't do what I'm doing. Like I'm sticking my hand on the potatoes. Don't do that. This is how to add things to your food, not how to burn yourself. Okay. Add the ingredients, not your hand. All right, we got some spinach, Popeye. We're gonna dump it all in there because spinach cooks down. I'll put all this in here, and it looks like this, right? It's just covered. But later, oh, the camera flipped. Make sure I got that right. It's just the beginning. We're going to add a lot of color there, a lot of flavor to it. When it cooks down, you can hardly tell the spinach is in there later. Alright, busting out the bell peppers. Those go in next. And also the onion. Now, I'm happy to plant this bad boy. Look at that. Look at that. It's like, I want to grow. I'm alive, which is good. Eating food that's alive is good for your body. Don't put that shit in there all the time. I mean, that's what we do with meat, right? It's dead, but it's not rotten. Oh, speaking of rotten, it looks like the onion is starting to yellow itself more, and it's becoming firm. It's like creating almost a new skin. Partially because the outer layer is worn off, but I'm gonna say that this one is softening itself. And we're not adding onion today. It's going to go in the dirt with the tomatoes and the garlic. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, there's already some onion in there because it's potatoes O'Brien. I think I need more potatoes. On the way to cooking this, I was like, I don't even know if I'm hungry today. You know, our bodies are going through something since the Pride block party. It was really energetic. You know, when you do energetic stuff, like I did Reiki all day. I just turned it on before I left, and had a shirt that said free dad hugs. My wife had one that said free mom hugs, and we went out and gave hugs, and it was so beautiful. Like, people really felt it, and they were, telling us little pieces of their story about, like, dad passed, or they came out, and their parents no longer spoke to them. They thought it was a mistake. You just want to tell them, you are loved. That's what we had on our sleeve. My wife's little addition, she's amazing. But people needed a parental hug. They just needed that embrace, and we were there. And man, I felt some tears when they were doing it. It was so beautiful. All right, cheddar going back up. Now, I normally make too much food. This should not be an exclusion or an exception. Now, this is a really big pan, right? I had the burner all the way up. I'm going to knock it down to like 7 right now. It actually, because it's so large, it dissipates the heat really nicely, so I can keep it up at a pretty high heat the whole time. All right, we're going with bell pepper and garlic next. Let's find it tonight. Brand new, freshly washed. I'll turn the heat down to 5 because it is chopping time, and that means I'm going to get distracted and I may forget about something, and then it starts to burn. We are not making burgers right now. We don't want it to burn. Cool thing about that compost bin, that little click that you heard, was it locking into place open, so I can keep dumping stuff in. Now, these are bell pepper seeds. We have some that are in a bag right now. We're like germinating them. We have some Anaheim, some Serrano, and some poblano pepper seeds that are germinating. I'm putting these straight into the compost, not because I don't want to grow them, but because I want to see what volunteers. And we use a lot of bell peppers, so I don't know that I can plant them all. Right now I'm chopping it all up. My goal is to get them down to like maybe 1/2 to 3/4 inch chunks. That way they can cook down. Maybe even a little bit smaller than that. Like, it's okay to have some variation. It doesn't have to be perfect. Chop, chop, chop. Chop suey. I think what I'd like to do sometime is maybe make like an Amazon fresh shopping list, or even Walmart. I don't know what I can do, I want to make some shopping lists so that you guys can easily see what's, you'd be like, oh man, I really like what you're cooking. I'd like to do that. I'd like you to be able to just click on a button and buy it all. Why not, right? I use shopping delivery stuff. I've used Amazon. They like suckered me in. Not suckered, it was a great offer. 99 cents for this monster thing of cat food. It was like 32 cans. Normally about 30 bucks. That got me to try Amazon Fresh. They must have been using my microphone, listening to the stuff that I was wanting, talking about, because it was the day prior that my wife and I were talking about needing cat food. And it was the next day that I went on to Amazon, and they said, hey, buy our cat food for 99 cents. I said, well, I can't argue with that, especially when the shipping was free. However, I did not enroll for the membership. I already have one with Walmart. They gave me a great deal. I forget what the cost is per month, but let's say it's 120 bucks a year. At one point, they gave me an offer after I had already gotten, I think, 6 months. The offer was $59.99 for another year. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. It's been helpful. I have some sage. We're going to chop the sage up. Remember, this is stinky sage. Made me think about a stinky pinky. If you go to bed with the itchy patrol, you wake up with an itchy finger. A sticky finger. A stinky finger. One of those. Somebody would correct me. Somebody stop me. This is awful. I'm trying to be funny and cook at the same time. Alright, we're going to sprinkle the cat pea smelling sage over the top. And we're going to add some armpit smell to this. That will also fade. this right. Cumin, turmeric, not armpit smell. Crack. These are peppercorns in a grinder. I crack them myself. Doesn't smell like pee. Sea salt, again, doesn't smell like pee. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I am. How about a little bit of curry powder? I like the flavor. Flav. I like to add a lot of anti-inflammatory things because apparently that's something that we experience as we get older, inflammation. And part of that is because we're such high energy beings. We deal with so many things in the body and in the psyche, and the brain sends out what it's dealing with as chemicals in the body, and inflammation happens. So if we put good food in ourselves, hopefully from your own garden, you can fight that inflammation. And a really cool thing is when you plant your own food gets to know you. Alright? Plants are intelligent. I'm not talking woo-woo. I'm saying, hello, take care of your stuff. Water it daily. Tell it you appreciate it. Just like you would a child or another person. You know, somebody that's helping you. Because this food is going to go into your body. And maybe it's a placebo effect, right? Maybe I'm just telling myself this. But it works. And it tastes so much better. Paprika. I put in some crushed red pepper as well because I like a little bit of spice, but not too much. Also some garlic powder, even though I'm putting garlic in here. I did some rubbed sage. Nom nom. Walmart special. We have some Trader Joe's. It's actually not. This is bulk bin thyme, but the jar is from Trader Joe's. Don't check my expiration dates because I use old bottles. I like to recycle, upcycle, reuse. And who doesn't like 92 cents for like 3 jars worth of this stuff versus $3 or $4 for the jar? That's where bulk comes in. Alright, sea salt, not too much. Probably going to throw a little soy in there too. It absorbs nicely into the potatoes. If I have soy, it might be Worcestershire. Alright, the cracked pepper, you can never put too much, but you probably can. So like, if you're sneezing, you probably arrived. It's perfect. I'll be sneezing later, especially once I get the cumin in here. Something's going to rise up. Oh yeah. Now what's nice is it doesn't smell like armpits right now. Turmeric. Give it a little bit of color. More anti-inflammation. Earlier you may have seen me add a little bit more sesame oil. When what I'm cooking starts to dry up, like the veggies absorb all that stuff. The potatoes absorb it, the veggies absorb it. When it starts to look like it's drying up, I add a little bit more oil because I want the whole thing to saute. I want the flavors to meld together. Like, you know, when you're making love and your juices are just all up against each other. Imagine you're covering yourself with baby oil and you're having a good time. Or don't imagine, just do it, whatever. That's what I do with the food. Not sure why I went there, but I did. Somebody's going to like it. Somebody's going to be like, yeah, baby, let's grab some baby oil and do it. Massage oil, some coconut oil, something nom-noms for the skin. You know, if you take care of your skin, it will hold you in. That's your largest organ in your body. Think of it like the mycelium network. All of your flesh is that mycelium network. It's the fascia, it's the skin, it's the connective tissues. You take care of your skin that has all this hair. Hair is nerves, so there's so many nerves. If you take care of that, it can help parts of your body that aren't doing so well. So take care of your skin. This is mostly done, but I like it to be well done. Stepped on some bell pepper. We are now going to have some tea. Work on cracking this garlic. I do the garlic last. I read at one point that what you should do is like crack your garlic and let it breathe. I don't know what that means. Some kind of oxidation, and then add it to your dish last. I don't always do that because sometimes I want my garlic to soften, to caramelize. And the flavor, like I was talking about, getting all juicy against each other, I want my garlic to do that too with all the food that's in there. I meant to add some sausages to this. It might have to be another day because we're almost done. Aw, I used one of my garlics that has the green coming out of it. Isn't that cute? Little green thing. That's right, that means it's alive. We're eating good food that's going to take care of us. And it knows we want that because we're talking to it right now. We want it to take care of us, take care of our organs, take care of all those connective tissues inside. Use that skin mycelium network. There's another word for it, but that's how I'm kind of equating it. You know, it's interesting. They say that the universe is inside of all of us, right? Like we are the universe. Your fascia is the universal space-time fabric. Imagine that. Just imagine that. So if you're feeling something in your body, maybe the world is too. And if it's good, keep it going. Focus on that. Focus on that goodness. If it's bad, trace it back. Now, what does that mean? Feel your feeling. Like for me, I have this tight shoulder. So I'm focusing on it while I'm doing this, and I'm moving it around a little bit so that I can trace it back to its origin. And its origin is somewhere back here behind the shoulder blade where it's kind of pinching up behind my rib. I put on some arnica cream today that I got from Amazon. We've had it for a little bit and I forgot about it, but they redeliver every 6 months, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot about that. And it reminded me to put some on today after a bath. It's helping. I can feel more, I can move more. That wouldn't be a bad little link to throw in the bottom, so check the links below. Alright, we are chopping garlic. And it's just going to go in because the food's already heated. I don't need to wait for this garlic. I just need to add it in, stir it up. You're going to see what I'm saying about it's almost dried up, but it's still moist. I'm not all greasy down here. It's all absorbed into the food, sharing its flavor. Alright, while that sautés, I'm going to go grab a special little treat for you guys today. Show and tell. Show and tell. This is a 5 kilogram, 5.05 kilogram amethyst. What do they call it? Cathedral. It has a nice little opening in here, and it's beautiful, beautiful citrine inclusion. I think it's citrine. It could be calcite. I'm not sure. Like, you know, in the pineal gland. Activate yourself. And if you can see, there's a little baby dragon inside. Hi. He gets to hang out all the time. This particular one has a hole in the back from their drilling and blasting. So yeah, it wasn't removed nicely. It came out of like a copper mine in Brazil. They can sell their crystals and stuff without reporting them because they're a copper mine, they're not a crystal mine. So they have a lot, pallets and pallets. I saw this one and said, this one must be mine. So we had it shipped in from Brazil with a few others. This was a couple years ago. Had a good year, was doing well at work, got a nice bonus, and I said, hey babe, can I do this? And she said, uh-huh. So now it has just joined us. All right, be right back. Shoot, I guess I could leave it here with us for a little bit. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna grab my singing bowl. So a little bit more time off of the screen here. And I'm gonna play the singing bowl to our food. I think before that, this is actually ready for the eggs and the cheese. So we're gonna do that. Little bowl to pop it in. Little fork to beat it. Just beat it. Put it in your bowl and beat it. Then you can eat it. So these are large eggs. I'm gonna go with 4. And these go into compost as well. Some of you might be saying, no, you gotta rinse that first. Look, it all breaks down. What about E. coli? What about the compost process? It cooks it, it kills bacteria, then things grow. I'm not gonna be able to stop a bug from flying into somebody else's pile and then coming to mine. But what I can do is keep it in the sun, keep turning it, adding the right things, and get some good soil. All right, I'm gonna rinse my hands because I have egg juice on them. I don't want to spread that all over the place because then I'll have a kitchen full of egg stuff. All right, grab your fork. Let's get ready to beat it so we can eat it. This reminds me of like there was a chef show talking about beating something for, I think it was cake, getting it ready for cake, and he was intense. He's like, this can be your whole workout routine, just beating the egg. Frothing it. I don't froth it, but I do use it to loosen up the arm. I told you that I have, like, it's a tight spot in the shoulder. If I give myself more mobility in the wrist, I'm rotating here and in the elbow. While I'm doing this, being mindful about it, then I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can make breakfast, and I can move the synovial fluid through my body so that I can get some relief. Alright, here we go. You don't have to keep beating it while you add it. I just like to because it keeps it moving. Oh yeah. I normally just let it sit and spread around. Show you what we're looking at. Bam. That is what we're looking at. I'm going to move it around a little bit, let it do some rotating so that all those juices can spread around. And then we're going to add some. Are you ready for the cheese? I'm ready for the cheese. Yes, please. So we're going to sprinkle too much on top. And then we're going to get the cheese grind. Nope. Where's the cheese thing? It's going to be freshly washed here in just a moment. I've definitely got some dishes to do. But right now, I gotta eat. So that's what I'm gonna do. Very busty now. Hey babe, you want gouda in here? Okay, she says. I normally have good ideas. Gouda, cheese shredder. I have a fine one, right? Takes forever to shred. This one has bigger holes. Who else has bigger holes? I don't know. Right. That was borderline inappropriate, and that is why this is not kid friendly. YouTube has some restrictions, so I don't feel like being restricted. I'm just going to tell it, nope, this one's not for kids. But sometimes there's some adult humor, and I'm not trying to hold back. Alright, so we have some Gouda, and now we have, I always call it aged white cheddar. It's extra sharp white cheddar. I think it's aged, personally, 2 years, aged over 2 years. That's how it gets sharper. by 18 more. These are 2-pound blocks. We get them, you can get it at Winco, Walmart, Sam's Club. Is that the one we, no, Costco. That's the one we have out here. They're about 12, 13 bucks for 2 pounds. So it's $6 a pound, $6.50, somewhere in there. Price fluctuates a little bit. Walmart actually charges more than Winco and the Costco, I think, for these blocks. So we don't normally get this from Walmart. It's like $13.99 at Walmart, and it's a couple bucks less at the other places. Don't always go to Costco because of the membership, and you can't get out of there for less than $300-400 bucks. Like, you've got nothing, and you spent all that money. I can't say it's nothing. It's a huge cart. It just feels like it's not full. So that's probably why they do that. They give you a huge cart so you fill it up. Those bastards. When you're pinching pennies, you'll hold off on some of those things because they'll pinch you down. Alright, queso's done except for the feta. We're coming back to that. I'm going to put these in the fridge because we don't need them anymore. Make sure to let out a little burp if you got it. Don't hold it, you'll hurt yourself. Alright, we're going to stir these eggs up. It's trying to form an omelet, so we're going to let it. Gigantic omelet. I think this is what I did last time. Minus the taters. So it's even giganticer. Check it out. So this is like a 14-inch pan, right? That's so much food. Eat some now, eat some later. I'm pretty sure that's what she said too. Wife giggles. Love that. Alright, we're going to take a clean, fresh fork, and with the feta, I stab it and turn, stab and turn, stab and turn. Well, this is like a block. I took the moisture out. And it lasts. Like Energizer Bunny. Keeps going and going and going. You know, if you put them in backwards, it becomes the Playboy Bunny because it just keeps coming and coming and coming. It's something I made up when I was like 13 or 14. I still think I'm funny. Looks aren't everything. Alright, so this is what I've got broken up. You can kind of see it. It's falling on the counter. I know, I want that. And we're going to put it over the top. We're going to sprinkle it. Well, you know what else we have? Parmesan cheese. What else would be really good with this? When it's all done, it's like a salsa. Or just some tomatoes. Dice up some tomatoes and throw them on top. I don't have any right now. Alexa, add tomatoes.
Tomatoes added.
Alexa, add garlic.
You already have garlic on your shopping list.
Alexa, add Yo Mama.
Yo Mama added.
I love it when she does that. Alexa, add Yo Daddy too.
Your daddy added to shopping list. If that wasn't right, just say, Alexa, remove that.
Nope, that was perfect. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have a bag for the peppers. Did I throw it out? This is the seeds. I might need a new bag. Alright, cheese going up, eggs going up, peppers coming soon. And if I didn't already say it, this is episode 2 of Nomaste. That's N-O-M-A-stay. Nom nom nom. See, that's what happens when you go raw. You just like forget your order. You're like, I'm hungry. I need to make food for my wife and I'm gonna make a video. Why not? I have a friend and coach named, oh, what's her last name? I don't want to mess it up. Oh, we're just gonna call her Nikki. She's in Canada. And she's part of a clubhouse group that I'm on and a Facebook group I'm on, and she's giving me some ideas to, you know, I could do this. I can make these videos. I can share it with people. I can be silly. I can share some metaphysical stuff, some self-help stuff, some love your wife stuff, some get some stuff out of the garden stuff, which I forgot to do. No rosemary today. Oh darn. We got rosemary and mint out there that's just asking to join us. But she's like, make these videos and you can cut them up and turn them into turn them into things, but I thought, why don't I just upload it raw? I can come back later to see how I've made these videos, to see what kind of stuff I talk about, and just see my growth. So that's something you can do. If it's something you want to like make your own little kind of show, just do it. Right now I'm just practicing talking while I'm doing something. That can be troublesome for me sometimes. So this is the beginning of me talking to you and to myself, like I'm talking to somebody that's not even there right now except for me. I am here, I think, right? God, are you there? It's me, Aaron. Alright, enough of that. In the future, I will be putting together recipes on PDFs and making them available, maybe on eBay or Etsy. I'll find some platform to put them on. So there's like a bunch of them, and have a bunch of different breakfast ideas, dinner stuff. I do lots of dinner with squash, peppers, bell peppers. We do a lot of produce here. Not a whole lot of meat. The cost per pound, and that's a dense food, the cost per pound of meat is high. The cost per pound of produce is not high. Don't get me wrong, I like my burgers. I just don't like to spend that money. Like if I was eating meat every day, I would be spending a lot more money. My groceries, they add up. There will be a time, I've been there before, so I know it. I'll get to do it again. There will be a time when I will not worry about what I'm spending on my food. And I can't say that I'm worried at this point, but I am conscious. We've got the burner at an 8 right now. I was thinking about turning it up because the eggs are just not as firm as I want them to be. But I'm just going to stir it, spread it, and let it cook for me. It was sticking to the spatula, so I'm using the knife to clean up the spatula and not drag around this heap of egg and cheese. Alright, we're going to bust out a sandwich baggie for the bell pepper so we can preserve it, keep it good. I might add a little bit more black pepper because I said there's never too much, right? There is, but I know what I like. We're almost done, folks. Now this one's not going to look like an omelet. The density of the potatoes is too much to really cook the eggs in the middle and get the cheese nice and melty. Like it's melted, right? But I don't want to eat raw egg. I want to eat, and my wife doesn't either. Now that could be like a dippy thing, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're doing Aaron's breakfast. And this is how I do it. The refrigerator is reminding me it's time to go to the store. Alright, all the trash is cleaned up. Here's the things that we're going to be planting today. That's an onion, 4 cloves of garlic, cloves, not bulbs. We're going to plant them underneath and around the tomatoes that are out there because like they go together in the food, so why can't they go together in the garden? We have some lemongrass out there that started like this, and then like this, and then now it's like this. So it's growing a really big. I have a bird feeder out there, and underneath of that is blackberry and some long weeds that are growing up. It looks kind of cool. It's like a marsh almost, but it's time to cut it. So I'm going to chop out the blackberry. There's still some up on the hill, so the bees will still be happy, and we'll still have some of that produce coming in, or the fruit. But I want to put the lemongrass under there so it can kind of compete with the blackberry. Lemongrass grows prolific, and I want less blackberry, and I want to try to do it natural. So I'm going to see what that looks like. We'll see. They should grow together, at least in the beginning. Okie doke. One more flip. That'll do the trick. Oh, it's nice and brown on the bottom. Oh, I love that. I'll show you here in just a sec. That's the eggs and cheese is getting just right. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. You ready? Are you ready? Okay. Namaste. just realized I said something about a singing bowl earlier and I never grabbed it. Another time. All right, we're going to call this complete. We're at 40 minutes in. Might be a lot of talking. This is how you add TLC. You add different flavors and you mince up stuff and you talk to your food and you treat it right and you treat yourself and you treat your woman right. Keep her tummy happy. Keep your own tummy happy. Take care of your body. And I don't know what I'm saying. That's it. All right, bye. Have a good one. Enjoy.